know. I mean, I think maybe the field does. I don't necessarily. I still know that he's great and he can carry equipment a fair amount. That's assuming that the equipment's not 100%, which I think it probably is. So, no, I don't personally look at him any differently. I think it's kind of ebbs and flows, though, of like, who's running good right now.
This round being so the kind of dynamic with a mile and a half, and obviously going into Talladega next week. Once you get out of here, you've got Talladega and then the Roval. So there's a crapshoot, and I don't know what you call the Roval exactly. So your thoughts on that closing out this round?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone in the playoffs right now that are still in are thinking that they want to maximize their day this weekend. That helps them get in a better position, so they don't have to worry as much. Everyone's going to worry about it. Short of locking yourself in by winning this weekend, all of us, it doesn't matter if we have a race buffer with 2 to go, it's still the tracks where some crazy things and things out of your control can happen. So I think for the most part, the field is going to be looking at this weekend as the most pivotal one that they can control. So it is a wild round. It's some tracks that are certainly a lot different than what we run all the time, and you just never know.
Do you have a Dega or a Roval strategy that you go over that you thought about?
No, it's week to week for us. I mean, certainly depending on where your points situation nets out at the end of this weekend, that kind of dictates a little bit maybe of your strategy. But if you're going to need points, you're going to stay out for points for strategy on if cautions come out. If not, this is going to be all about winning. We always show up every week to win, and that strategy I doubt will change.
On social media, listening to radio and television, this is Denny's year. Does it feel like that a little bit more for you? Do you feel, really good about how things have gone and your expectations?
Yeah, I really do, but I also know that sometimes things out of your control can happen, and you gotta understand that. You say that, and I say that in the sense of like, so you don't crash too far down when things don't go your way. And you don't have the outcome that you expect, but certainly based off of the speed that we show week in, week out, absolutely. I believe that we're one of the best 4 teams out there that should compete for a championship at Phoenix. But you have to play the game. Like there's a lot of work that has to get done between now and then, and it's sometimes things are out of your control. But if they stay within our control, I do believe that it's a year that we would be tough to beat.
Was there any interest on your behalf with the Southside Speedway the county put that request for proposal? Is that something that you're looking at, or?
I've met with the county and really with the state on that. It's probably earlier this year. My interest would be to own it. I would love to run it, but I would love to run something I own. So we'd have to work around that for sure. It sounds like the county does own it, but again, if we're gonna put a bunch of time and effort and all that, I would like to have some sort of stake in the facility.
So the deadline is like October 11th. So you're gonna submit a proposal that you're planned to, or?
I don't. I think the next thing for us would be to follow back up with the county, and because I basically said to them that we need X amount of money to redo this track, like really upgrade the facilities to make it super nice. I know Dale Jr. said, listen, if you do it, then I'll bring the cars tour there twice a year. Like, there's a lot of opportunity, and certainly that's something that the county or the state would really see interest from. So I think it's just kind of working a deal with the county would they allow me to have ownership in it. That's the only thing. I mean, and then I'd have to go to a developer and say, hey, how much does all this cost? Show that to the county, and then work some sort of deal. But time's ticking, and I got a lot of other.
I used to say it seemed like it's a lot of things to get done.
It is. They had deadlines on those type of proposals earlier this year, and I think that they were just kind of waiting and seeing. So I think something could get done.
Is there one thing that
later date as well?
Is there one thing that you can pinpoint to your success this season so far? One specific?
No, there's not one specific other than I think the pit crew stuff has been a lot more solid this year. Over the last couple of years, it's super been documented on we've had some pit road struggles that took us out of a lot of races. We were contending for wins, but I feel like this year the pit crew department in general at JGR has gotten significantly better. And for whatever reason, whether it just be experience, we switched choreography from one style to the other. That took a little while to kind of get us back into a rhythm, but it seems like now we're all kind of hitting our stride at the same time.
Texas, maybe go.
What's up? Your last question.
With your owner's hat on, having both cars from 23XI in this round, how big is that for you guys in this surface?
Yeah, it's big for them for sure. I think that that the goals for both are the same. I'm still an open book to those guys in the sense of trying to help them. I know that this week in particular with simulation stuff, since I tested here, they were asking a lot of questions about the techniques of the driving at the track. But on Sundays we're going to go race against each other for sure. But certainly I'm rooting for them outside of myself.
Thank you.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.